Welcome to the Wonky House. All roads lead to the Wonky House. Welcome. They make me welcome. Put your left hand against the wall and trace it with the color of your choice. Then do a pretty picture on a ring-back note and plaster it right here, right over here. Welcome to the Wonky House. Here's the place to be. Here is a place where I hang out. This is the place for me. Says Chris, who sleeps on the futon bed. I have taken the couch. Come stay with me, Chris had said, and so here tonight I slouch. In the Wonky House, in the Wonky House, in the Wonky House on the floor. So here in London I shall stay, for 2 nights. I wish I could stay more. I say, Chris sighs and he sighs, and smiles it away. No country larger in size than here in the UK. Geographically, of course, it's rather small, but in density, not at all. There's larger-than-life Sherlock Holmes standing round Baker Street. There's Regent Park, old museums, and plenty of people to meet. The lights that shine through Soho, a crowd of doves do take flight, to and fro, to and fro. London Bridge, the Boroughs, Leicester Square. From the peak on the meadows, I've been there, everywhere. A detour through Drury Lane, then off to see a show. When nights come down with ceaseless rain, back to the Wonky House I go. The Wonky House, London's hidden gem, where Robbie lights it up all night and the devil sleeps in the den. Manipulating the shower to turn it hot then cold, the wiring was never really thought through and ideas are born and sold. The Wonky House, all roads lead to the Wonky House. What a wonderful place to be. Certainly the place for me. Yet I don't stay long. 2 nights and then I'm gone, again. Quick hellos and goodbyes have been characteristic throughout my life. I've been hell-bent on adventure. It's a journey I chose to take. But with each path I cut through, I leave something behind. Walk away with no more than a memory and perhaps a few scratches, when I'm unlucky. Then I grab my backpack in the early hours that can hardly be called morning. I keep my goodbyes brief. That is my style. Farewell, mein Freund, who speaks a little German. See you, Hugo. Sure. I take off. There will always be a home for me, as long as I do not stop. On some days I move quick, others I'm slow. As long as I don't stop, no matter how slow, how steep I must go, on, with no other reason than to go on. Like the life of a stray dog. I howl at the empty sky. A new moon, few stars, the light pollution plucks them out, like a sickle harvests grain, or black hand reaches over us. In its grip, Ben Z, incapacitated, in his alcohol-induced swishbull, hanging onto his bedsheet, his half-naked body on the floor, the tiles rub against his knees, leaving a red mark. It's 4 p.m. and already dark. I come back, not home, but rather the place I've called home for the past fortnight. One dim light in the corner of the room, next to the phone where I left a concerned, hastily written message for Ben, the MIA, veteran, hero, wounded returnee, the self-maiming, erratic, lovesick poet in progress. When you write that masterpiece, it will be your magnum opus. Then you have my permission to die. It will never happen. That's the point. This is part X, and it goes untitled. Entitled X like in algebra, an unknown. Only X here does not remain constant. It changes with every reading.